Hold on,
Hey,
I should get a little pop up here in just a second.
yeah,
Hello.
we're good.
Good morning, man.
Good morning. This
Morning.
is this is the 8 a.m. Coffee Podcast with Asher and Paul.
Yeah. So, how was your night, man?
Night was good. Here we are. Sorry, let me turn this down on my phone. It's confusing. Um, Night was good. I slept pretty good. I haven't watched the news in like 24 hours, so I'm not as up to speed with what's going on in the world. But yeah, how about
Really?
you?
Cool. I just shared it on my personal page, so that way it was.
I think I'm echoing back through yours, maybe.
No, it was
Oh,
because
never
I
mind.
actually had it on.
Okay.
So, anyways,
I
um,
got you.
like I said earlier, we are completely doing this on the fly and trying to figure it out, and it's great. So,
I think we're good now. We're good now.
yeah, I think so. I think so. So, how? So your night was good.
Night was good.
Awesome. Yeah, mine was. Ours was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Ours was a little crazy. Yeah.
What's going on over at the Moody's?
I convinced my introverted wife to get on Facebook Live with me last night and talk about Mise en Place.
I saw that was on there, and I didn't watch it yet. But
Yeah,
please spell whatever French word you just said.
it's Miseenplace.
Okay.
And yes, I just finger spelled that.
Just in case.
But that's not what happened. It ended up turning into about 40 minutes of my wife roasting me and other people, not just me. So y'all
Honestly,
don't know.
that's probably some good content right there.
Yeah, not bad. It's not bad.
Um,
Can't figure out how to drink this. Mm.
um, yeah. So what is that exactly? Mise en place.
It means in its place. It's because food is best fresh,
Yeah.
but you have so much to do, so you got to figure out what you can do, like how you can cut things, if your knives are sharp, all your recipe items out, all your equipment, so on, so on, so on, so on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
How did your live stream go yesterday?
In the morning,
The
the
honey mustard.
so yeah, so the kid thing, which is what I did. So a couple of things happened. A lot of people actually made it,
Cool.
which was really cool
Yeah.
because it's only three ingredients
Right.
and you have it at home. I don't know how many children actually made it. I think more adults made it. The amount of people that didn't know mayonnaise was in honey mustard was now it's not in all honey mustard.
Right.
It's just in my recipe of honey mustard.
Oh, okay.
And then and then it's like 200 views, so it wasn't a lot,
Yeah.
but it was like 90 comments.
Yeah.
So a lot of people commented on it, and especially one of my mother's friends who was like, "Hey, I'm deaf. I don't know what you're doing."
Oh, did you start
So
signing for her?
yeah, so I did a second one where I just didn't sign the whole thing.
That's
Good morning,
really
baby. One of I told you it'd just be a moment before they all started waking up.
and getting involved. Um,
They may. They actually usually. Um, Peyton usually comes downstairs and goes and plays in Landon's room, and then the 13-year-old sleeps till like 11. And then just depending on when the baby wakes up is when anybody else in the house wakes up. So
Gotcha. That's classic middle school ish. Hi, Jonathan
again,
Darling.
I don't know. She woke up at like 6 a.m. every day until last year. So
Gotcha.
probably because we were making her go to bed at like 8.
That's so
Yeah,
mean.
no, don't ask why. So like there was just one day I kind of looked at Ashley and I was like, why are we making the 12-year-old go to bed at 8 o'clock at night? And she's like, well, that's when all the other kids go to bed. And I'm like, yeah, the other ones are 5. So we kind of let her stay up till 10 or 11.
Yeah.
My favorite thing though is Peyton will walk around completely lost for like 4 or 5 minutes
Right.
until he sees Landon, who just came out because he heard me talking and talking about Peyton, and then he comes out. Yeah, it's like it's the witching hour.
Yeah.
But no, the podcast
I
or
don't think that's the witching hour.
no, the witching hour is 10:30. I think I don't even know what the witching hour means.
I think
By the
it's
way,
2 a.m. to 4 a.m. That's when Jesus was like out in the Jonathan Darling just said, Asher, does Paul let you talk? Uh, that's when Jesus was like out in the boat and they thought he was a ghost and all that kind of stuff happened. Anyway,
Is that where it comes from?
uh, I don't think that's where it comes from, but I think that time period is the witching hour.
Oh,
Yeah, somebody fact check it.
yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, please do.
But
But no, we're looking at. I mean, yes, we're going to plug some business, but
yeah,
we're looking at um, how we can move forward past April 6th, and especially if they keep this going on. So
yeah, which they are for schools, correct? Until what, the 24th or something?
the 24th, but I just saw North Carolina close till May 15th.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's just next door, so that might be us too.
Well, school ends on like the 24th.
Oh god, are you serious?
I'm like, why don't you just call it? Like, I don't know. I heard a great quote, and I think I've said it 100 times since I've heard it, which is what you're going to do eventually, do immediately.
Yeah,
Like, just go ahead and do it.
yeah.
And Jonathan Darling, speaking of Jonathan Darling, let's talk about that man just really quickly. I hope he's still on.
He's here.
He is doing a thing called Impact Knoxville, which is really great. He's starting a leadership thing, or we changed it. I take that back. I'm going to go through my text messages,
Okay.
but it's Impact Leadership. And anyways, he's started this thing, and it was kind of, I'm super proud of him because he was like, hey, I've been talking about this, and he kind of just took the jump last year and just did it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of just snowballed and took off. And this is year 2. And all this stuff is putting a few hiccups and everything, but they are doing amazing stuff and coming through it really, really good. Sorry. I really also realized I just sounded very monotone.
You sound good. This is good for 8 a.m. coffee, I think.
Yeah.
There we go. He posted, I don't know if he did a link, Impact Leadership, which hosts Impact Knoxville Leadership Conference. Okay.
Yeah, but super proud of the guy. He has basically just taken something from nothing and taken off with it, which it's not until October, which hopefully none of this affects any of it. So,
Right.
yeah, tickets are very reasonable. You get to hear, I believe it's 13 speakers. They've got even a section, and I hope I'm not giving too much away. I'm sort of involved as well. I'm not speaking because Jonathan won't let me talk. So as much as I don't let you talk, let's not talk about him on that one.
Roasted.
Yeah. But they're doing like a whole women's section, like a women in leadership, and
Cool.
so it's super, like it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. So anyways, so I am going to let you talk.
What about?
Actually, I'm still like, after we talked about the guitar lessons yesterday,
Yeah.
I am like super interested now
Yeah.
because I have zero musical talent.
We should. Oh my gosh! What if we
I
live streamed
may
a guitar lesson?
pay you to teach me how to play an instrument
Okay.
because everyone else in this house can sing or dance or play something
Right.
or anything like that, and I'm walking around sounding not really good.
Guitar would be like your main interest.
No, I just have one
Oh,
here.
you have one already. That's right. Okay.
We're trying to sell it on Marketplace, and nobody's buying it.
Somebody posted on my business page, which is CHW Studios, by the way. Shameless plug. Teaching music lessons, but he posted on there. His name is Daniel, and he said, "Can I come over and borrow an instrument, and then you teach me online?" And he was trying to make a joke, like, "Of course I'm not going to let him come over," but I said, "Yeah, I'll Lysol it and just leave it in the driveway. You can take it home with you, and then I'll teach you over the internet." So he totally trolled me, and I didn't get the joke, which doesn't happen often, but I would totally do that, by the way, if he's watching and listening. You can borrow an entire drum set, and I will teach you, Daniel.
Because don't you lease out equipment too?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that was a thing.
It's a thing.
I don't lease out my knives. No.
I wouldn't do that. That seems like Seems like so much liability.
Yeah, they're also like, yeah, no.
But yeah, there's a band that just came down from New York, and a local show promoter and festival kind of organizer person got in touch with me and said, "Hey, ooh, he has a guitar and he wants lessons." Jonathan Darling just said. Anyway,
Yeah,
this band came down and they were able to rent the equipment they needed from me. So
yeah.
it's no
You
huge.
know, speaking of Darling, if we ever wanted to live stream like a guest, he would be amazing. Just
Yeah,
another shameless plug.
let's do it tomorrow.
If he wants on,
By
let's
the
do it.
way, coronavirus. What day is it?
I don't know. Is it Thursday?
It's Thursday. I think it's Thursday.
I'm on day 4 of being at home.
Of being like haven't driven anywhere at home.
Yes, which is not you know, it's actually something that Ashley and I talked about is that I have to be around people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to talk to people,
Extrovert.
which is why I'm doing like 4 live streams a day and this podcast now every day.
Yeah.
Because I need to talk to people that I'm not related to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have 9 people in your house, right?
No, currently 3 of them are not here.
Still 6 people.
Yeah.
That's so.
Oh, and again, you don't know any of the dynamics of the actual physical building of our house,
No.
which is great because we don't live in a very large house.
Okay.
Okay. So boys have a bedroom, girls have a bedroom, we have a bedroom. Baby sleeps in the closet. So
I've heard of
it's
that as
not
a
big
thing,
yet.
and for anyone who doesn't have kids, that's totally okay.
No. Yeah, he's in a crib in our walk-in closet, and we'll put him in the boys' room whenever he's sleeping through the night all the way. But we have 1 bathroom.
Wait, 1 total bathroom?
Yes, and we have 1 sink in that 1 bathroom. There's a schedule for teeth brushing. Let's just put it there.
It's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, and personal hygiene. Look, I told you I'm gonna name drop every business I know,
Go ahead.
which is Saints and Sailors.
Love it.
I totally miss them.
Where's Don this morning?
I don't know where Don
I'll
is,
text him and see if he'll join us.
but Spencer is my barber.
Mhm.
I think I've talked to him. I've talked to you about him, but I really want to go see him and have him not talk to me and cut my hair really bad. In fact, I had an appointment. Next Tuesday that got canceled.
Yeah.
And I go every 3 weeks.
Man, that sucks. Were you able to get a gift card from them?
So what I did was, yes, I did buy a gift card, but secondly, I went ahead and tipped him what I normally would. Now we're financially able to do it, so that's part of what I did, and then I will use the gift card, but I'll just go ahead and keep buying them. I actually asked if I could buy 3 haircuts,
Right.
which for a haircut, a beard trim, a shave, and all that is $35, and that's not bad. And it's like old school barbershop, like straight razor, all that.
Right.
So
Which terrifies me, by the way. I know that it shouldn't, but it just looks so scary, and I've never done it.
it's so great. It's so great.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Like if I didn't have a beard, like it's like a man massage. A clean man massage. Sorry, 8 a.m.
I'm sure that's the name of a band somewhere. Clean Man Massage.
Is it?
I'm saying I'm sure it is because
Oh,
everything
okay.
is the name of a band.
But they're great.
Yeah.
They're great. Wild Love is right up the road, so I always stop and get coffee. They've got a great bakery, and then just go and get my haircut
Yeah.
and hang out. And they've got a great space. So it's a modernized version of an old school barbershop. Like get there 30 minutes early and hang out. Just sit
Yeah.
and relax and like read and don't, just kind of get away from the chaos and everything else that's going on in the world.
Yeah. Not right now, but
No.
once
I also-
things back up.
I also love the fact that one of my kids just made noise out of the freezer and looked at me completely terrified. He was like, I was like, dude, you're fine.
Like we're doing something really professional here, right?
It is very professional, very, very professional.
Very professional.
Actually, what's funny about this one in particular is I have an issue with ketchup, but we can get that to that in a moment because you were saying something.
No, I was just asking what the Saints and Sailors website is where people can get gift cards and stuff.
I think in the comments we should tag the comments up on top with online gift cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And a bunch of my food truck buddies are still operating right now, only to goes. So yesterday, the HOA thing I was talking about where people were trying to have a block party.
Yes.
It got completely shut down.
Can you just
completely?
Can you recap that from yesterday, just in like 30 seconds, like what was happening with the block party?
Yeah, neighborhoods were trying to call multiple food trucks to come and have block parties, like 200-300 people in their neighborhood hanging out, having food. Well, the health department made sure that didn't happen yesterday. The majority of the neighborhoods, I want to say this, are doing the right thing. They are like, please come and drop off to-go food. Right. It's only 2 or 3, just like 2 or 3% of every population ruins it for everybody.
Right. Right.
Democrats are mostly good people. Republicans are mostly good people. It's the 2 or 3% with the loudest voice that make them look the worst. So, and I mean that top, bottom, left, down, all around.
For sure.
But so food trucks, like here's where our heart hurts. Like CJ's Taco just opened a permanent location on Gay Street.
Gotcha.
Panay for Your Thoughts. They're doing great to go stuff. The Italian Apron. Kazoko has taken over our spot at Hay Bear just in the meantime.
Gotcha.
Because we really, really believe that some of these people, when they shut their doors, when they make them shut their doors, they may not reopen their doors. And the last thing I'll actually say about the gift card thing, especially if business owners are listening, is don't spend all of that money.
Right.
You've got to hold the money that it costs to do stuff to the side. Otherwise, you're just in the title loan of gift cards for businesses. So,
yeah. And you're going to be screwed once everything's back up and running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, I went on a long tangent about business owning.
No, it's good. Yeah, Saints and Sailors though. That's a good one.
It is a good one.
I've been in there. I've actually only been in there to rehearse for a show. Like brought my drum set in and we practiced in there. But it's a really cool place. There's a local band, Travis Bigwood, and there's like a second part to his band name, but he's like the main acoustic singer-songwriter guy. They shot a music video in there that's really, really cool. So
yeah, I saw that.
Check out.
Yeah. Coffee shops. Please go see coffee shops.
Yeah, you mentioned Wild Love too. So are they like open, like their building's open, but you can just drive up?
They shut down totally.
No way.
Yeah. And again, it's the people that have the financial resources to be able to just be like, we're done.
Right.
That until the government makes them.
Yeah.
That are shutting down. I think honestly, everybody wants to. I think everybody's like, the most responsible thing is to close down.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to do it. Right. Because how are you going to do it? You
mean continue?
What do you mean? Sorry.
You're saying like how do you do it? Like how do you continue doing business with the
how do you not stay open?
Oh, right.
Yeah, how do you not?
Because you have
some of these workers, nothing wrong with earning a paycheck and working for somebody, but some of these workers who are earning paychecks can't right now.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to name drop them because I don't know how legit it is or anything like that. But I mean, like, there's somebody that's honestly selling cold brew on the internet that he's making at home because he's like, I have to make money.
Yeah.
I might have bought some.
Why is that like not allowed, or is it through a business?
Well, especially if you work for a coffee company.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah. No, and and I'm sure that he's done the research, and I'm sure that they've talked about it. And I know this company, they're not going to do whatever. But I mean, it's nice for companies that can shut down to be able to do it. But even the big time companies, I mean, when you're looking at thousands of staff members,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like what are they going to do? And this, you know, they passed whatever stimulus bill there is and all that. So.
I don't know how long that's going. By the way, we had a few people join. I just want to let them know this is 8 a.m. Coffee Podcast, and we are shouting out some local businesses and talking about the whole Corona situation, what we're doing, our companies, and how you can help some locals here in Knoxville.
Also tag some companies because
that's what I was doing.
we don't know all of them.
I'm not good at multitasking, so let me put Saints and Sailors in there.
No, I didn't mean you tag. I meant them tag.
Well, I don't think they're all on because I think it's too early. It's too early for the TikTokers
It might be.
this morning.
I didn't even sign on to TikTok.
It's not worth it. Dylan's on here. What is their... Okay, he keeps calling it
the wooden
spoon.
It is shave ice. It's not shaved. It is shaved ice.
Listen, man. It's shaved ice.
No, it's not. It's shave ice.
I don't like that. I don't like the way it feels in my mouth.
It don't. But there's... but it is shave ice.
But why is
and wooden spoon is great.
It really is. It's the tastiest treat on the planet.
And it's all natural, so there's no added, like it's all natural. So like the green apple is my favorite example. It is clear because a green apple, when you juice it, is clear.
That makes sense.
They do.
There's no xanthan gum in there?
No. Even though xanthan gum is just made out of tree bark, but...
It's a hot topic in the cooking right now. Xanthan gum. I don't know.
It's something made out of tree bark.
Hello Forever, Dylan Howell. Hello Forever is a band that Dylan and I used to play in together, and we toured the entire West Coast and played worship music for people.
Yeah. Dylan the shave ice slinger. I love him.
Shave ice slinger. By the way, it's Travis Bigwood and the Lonesome Doves. If you want to go check out that music video. Very cool local Knoxville artist.
Speaking of Lonesome Dove shut down, which is local, even though Tim lives in Austin, and I mean he graduated from the University of Tennessee, so like he's a big time celebrity chef, like great. Ollie B is talking about reopening. Most of the things that I know are restaurants, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, dude, they shut down tattoo shops. You know,
I mean,
like
you have to, right?
Yeah, and these guys, man, I still feel for those guys too. It's not just food service, and it's not just those guys that are being affected. Mm-hmm. It's also, you know, it's everything right now. Also kind of crazy that
I see all of your comments and I am laughing at them. I'm just trying not to respond to every single one of them.
Hold on just a second. One of my kids is trying to ask me a question.
Okay, maybe I can respond to a few of them right now. Andy says Chop Shop Hair Salon on Central. 20% discount to people who play a song on their stage. That's really cool. I've never been there. My whole take on hair salons is that I just don't super need them anymore because this is a really not great situation here. Just imagine recession and then a cul-de-sac. So, but I have been told that I just went rogue without you. I have been told that I do need to experience like a beard situation at Saints and Sailors because that's good stuff, right?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, like all of these shops are hurting and they all need business and things like that. Sure. I just happen to be loyal to Saints and Sailors just because that's my shop. But there are tons of places that are great. Oh, speaking of which, I'm cutting Ashley's hair today.
Ooh, nice. Are you going to live stream that?
No, but I can cut hair. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that.
I know how to cut. I know how to cut and color and all that. So, I'm not professionally trained. I will not use box color on them. Grow Hair Salon is another great hair salon. Shane. Shane Archer owns it.
Yeah.
But Shane and I got into a big discussion about shutting down and things like that. And he's not the reason I shut down, but he also like invited our food truck, Lanai food truck, Lanai, it's on the hat, Lanai food truck, to come out when everything started back up. Hay Bear Cafe is another great place. That's it's a boba tea shop. It's wonderful. But man, don't neglect, and when I say McDonald's, I mean McDonald's as in the fast food, the big chains, things like that. Like Arby's is a local chain. Your Chick-fil-A, which is going to be fine, however, is owned locally, and people work there are local people that work there, and they're still, they still have to do things to, earn money.
Yeah, totally. Man, I want some Taco Bell right now. It's 8:26 in the morning.
Have you seen the triple chalupa?
Yes. I thought that was a joke. I thought like Taco Bell posted it as a joke, and I was like, no, that's probably real.
No, it's absolutely real. And I live in Hardin Valley, so that's the first thing I think of is Hardin Valley, right?
Right.
Is that? Hold on just a second.
Holding on. Andy says, ooh, Fraser's Carpet 1 is up and running if anyone needs flooring. Cool.
Yeah. So is home improvement still up and running? Whoever said Fraser, is that furniture? That's home improvement.
Fraser's
that's not furniture. Right?
Carpet. Like
Carpet
carpeting and flooring and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be home improvement.
Yeah, there's a truck in our neighborhood that was helping out some people doing stuff like that. Like we have somebody coming out to check on our heating. It's like the dumbest time to check on heating, but there's still some weird, like, super cold nights, and our heat just completely went out. So,
also, throwing a shout out to a realtor because I have to, because he somehow sold a house for me in the middle of all this stuff. So Eli Corum, actually, what's really bad is I don't even know his real estate name. I just know Eli. I know everybody that works there.
I found an Eli Corum on here. I'm just going to tag it, and if it's not him, that might be even funnier.
Is it a suit? A guy in a suit?
A blue suit?
Yeah, that's him. So,
blue suit.
Yeah, that's like his trademark.
Bro.
Like, is that blue suit? I think he has like 7 of them.
It looks good.
Really. But no, Eli. Dude, Eli came over to our house, the house that was there, and helped detail clean it in order to get it sold.
Jeez.
And this is a guy that does some big time, big number real estate. This was not a big thing. Now, and I'd love to say it's because we have a close personal relationship, which we do. I want to make sure.
Yeah.
But it's not the first time I've heard of him doing this. This happens time after time, and it happens a lot. Hey, honey, you don't have to sit right there. You can sit somewhere else.
Was he the one who like came over and helped you scrub the blood out of the floor and stuff, or was that somebody else who was telling me that?
No.
Was that you? That was.
There's a thing called the fifth, and I'll plead it right now.
Plead it. Probably a good.
Hey, listen, snitches get stitches, man. So.
I have plenty of those. I've never gotten stitches before and never broken a bone.
I have gotten stitches right here.
Oh,
right here.
Did you get punched?
My dad's dog bit me.
Oof. No, thank you.
Yeah. He like jumped up and. Hey, hold on just a second.
Yeah, I'll get everybody up to speed too. Hi, Matt Sharon. This is 8 a.m. Coffee Podcast with me and Paul. Paul's from Lanai Food Truck, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and tag them down here. You can get some cool.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now? What do you call it? Because I can't multitask. You're doing like food packages for families.
We are, but we won't start back up till April 6th. We have a large, like a family menu. We also have a normal menu.
Wait, but
and
you're
then
not doing that until April 6th?
No, we're not doing anything till April 6th. We are shut down completely till April 6th.
Okay.
We're gonna follow the 2-week thing that they've suggested. Even though they're considering food and restaurants and to-goes essential businesses. Also, don't forget about Aubrey's and Chili's and, any of your drive-through places. They're still up and operational.
Yeah, totally.
you know. Went to Whole Foods the other day. They were good. Trader Joe's has got it down though. I will tell you that.
Really?
Have you been? Have you been yet?
No, they're
Since
right
all this has
across the
gone on?
street, and
Yeah.
I haven't left the house in 5 days, but I do need to
So
go.
they're not allowing any more than 10 people at a time.
Smart.
So, and they've got a line out back, but they've got like one person wiping down, like two or three people, not one person, wiping down carts and everything. They're not mentioning Corona. They're not talking about it. It's just normal, everyday Trader Joe,
great.
awesome people.
Yeah.
I think their general manager, I think his name is Anthony.
No,
I
it's
wanna say-
Joe. Which is
Joe?
crazy.
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
Is it Joe?
No, I
Oh.
don't know.
No, he's got a flat top and big rim glasses.
I know
So,
what you're talking about, yeah.
yeah, super awesome dude.
Hold on.
I remember.
Chris Knox just said they had a yellow cheese shortage. Which
Chris Knox needs to be quiet about the yellow cheese
This
is what he
is-
needs to do.
this is something-
Chris Knox, by the way, has the best. If he still has the picture, he actually probably should post it on there. His like when I call him, like my face, you have a picture for somebody.
Yeah,
It is he has taken my head and photoshopped it on somebody in a bathtub full of nacho cheese. I despise orange cheese. Like don't. I'll go on for
Well,
30
also,
minutes
what
about
is
it.
it? Like, it's not cheese, right?
No, it's food coloring.
Food coloring in what? Like, what is this?
Listen, have you seen like the cheese dip? It says artificial. It's called a cheese product. It's not even cheese.
Like Velveeta,
Yeah.
like Kraft singles.
Morning, baby.
I feel like this put you in a real funk.
No, it hasn't. No, Chris just knows how to get under my skin, and it's about yellow cheese. So
Good for him, and duly noted.
yeah. Now, Chris, on the other hand, does really good. Like his hobby of fixing cars up, I'm super impressed.
Yeah.
So
What were you saying a second ago, Trader
I would promote Chris's business, but I'm pretty sure he does like, I don't know,
Something
weapons training. He teaches people how to shoot. I'm not joking.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, like he's like a hardcore Marine,
Mhm.
but like he's just a nice dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is. Him and his wife and his kids, they're so great. So
And his last name's Knox, so I think he's very much
Yeah.
in support of what we're doing right now.
absolutely, even though he's the biggest Alabama fan I've ever met in my life. So.
Wow, shouldn't have mentioned that.
Which I don't care. I really don't care if you're an Alabama fan or
And,
not.
I don't either, and I definitely don't care about football, but everyone in Knoxville hates you now, Chris, so everybody hates Chris. Is that a sitcom? It's going to be.
It is Chris Rock.
Oh, different Chris.
Yeah.
Not Chris Knox. There was
No,
something else I was going to shout out.
Knox is a solid dude. He's known me pre-Jesus Day too. So
Stuck around, too.
yeah.
That's them real friends.
So who are you about to shout out?
Oh, I was going to shout out. It's actually something I'm doing tonight. Born and Raised Productions. I'll go tag them. A couple guys named Garrett and Kent who book shows and promote shows through Born and Raised, and they have like pop-up venues. So they do.
What is Born and Raised?
Born and Raised is a like production company. Like
Okay.
or not production company. They book shows in Knoxville.
Okay.
I'm getting my words confused, but yeah, they had some stuff booked through like the summer and on into the fall, I'm pretty sure, and they've had to push a lot of it. So what they're doing right now is helping local musicians do live streams where you can set up the virtual tip jar, you can put your set list up, and people can request songs and things like that. So I've watched a couple of those. I'll see if I can tag this too, but Adeem, the artist in Knoxville, is doing Margarita Monday. That was like a standing gig that he had anyway. I can't remember where it was, but
Was that at Senior Taco?
I think I said it was at Senior Taco, and it wasn't. It was somewhere else in South Knox, maybe. But but he's continuing to do that, and you like bring your own margarita to the live stream and request songs, and
Yeah. So now they've allowed. So Knoxville has become Louisiana.
yeah, I saw that.
You can buy to-go beverages now, as long as they don't give you a straw or something like that to drink out of.
For the
I
good
didn't know
people,
that's what it was as well.
oh, for the, for the good people watching and listening, where can you buy beverages like that? Like restaurants, are they doing it, or can
Yeah,
you go to
yeah,
a liquor
restaurants are doing.
store and
So,
actually like get a pickup order of
yeah.
whatever?
So one of my buddies, he's the GM. I don't know if he's part owner, but I know he's the GM. But he's been at El Chico in North Knoxville forever, right? Um, and so if you can tag El Chico on merchants, it'd be great.
Okay,
Um,
I've been there a
Great family.
lot over the years, by the way.
So they're doing to go, but I think they also have like gallons of pre-made margaritas that they're selling. So the new rule is as long as you buy food, you can buy alcohol to go. You can buy mixed cocktails to go.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I did hear
Right.
about that.
Which I mean, I'm like, all right, I'll buy 4 gallons of margaritas and a bag of chips and salsa.
One taco.
And we're one taco. How much is one taco?
But what about liquor stores? Are they doing like pickup orders?
Oh no, H.H.
they-
Gregg is open.
HH Total Wine.
It's Total Wine and Spirits. Yeah.
Right. I still haven't been there. Of course, I haven't
Yeah.
been there recently.
They're good. They are a big chain. I will say that. So, but they have everything you can imagine. Sorry, I'm driving down Kingston Pike, thinking about
Yeah.
what is the
Virtually.
yeah, what is the is it Thunder Road? Thunder.
Yeah, that's over here. Thunder.
Yeah.
I think it's Thunder Road.
They have a really good selection as well.
Yeah.
Also, and then yeah, just man, I mean, we've shouted out a lot of businesses, but there's so many in Knoxville. I mean, there's just so many.
Yeah.
Like they shut down the Smokies.
What do
Did you see that?
Like
They shut down, yeah, because they had the Smoky Mountains open, and then like
like
they
a
were like,
restaurant bar thing.
no, like as in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
Oh.
But they had like 40,000 people show up or something like that to like one thing. Morning, gorgeous.
What's happening? Oh, good morning. Thank you. What's happening? What's happening with Disney right now? Are they closed? Like
Disney is shut. What? How long is Disney shut down for?
Well, currently they just say April 1st.
Currently, they're saying
Universal's closed till April 19th, and they just announced that. Was that yesterday? I don't remember.
yeah, yesterday.
Closed.
Universal shut down till April 19th. Disney's currently shut down till April 1st.
but probably longer.
That's
Probably.
fully expected.
Yeah.
But they also canceled their Star Wars Marathon weekend in April.
Can you hear all this?
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool.
I would be
Oh.
really surprised if they're open.
Speaking of which, my wife is a Disney planner, so if you want to tag Ashley Moody Vacations
Yep,
in there,
sure.
that would be really good. She hold on before I say this wrong. She only does Disney and Universal, so she's
All Disney and Universal.
all Disney and Universal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way, for anyone joining, we're shouting out some local. Well, we're not currently shouting out local business. We're talking about Disney World, but we are shouting out some local Knoxville businesses. If you are selling gift cards, or if there are other ways that people can help you out, let us know.
Also, they shut the mall down, so all those little businesses in there are closed.
Wait, the mall is shut down?
Yeah, so is Regal Cinemas. So
Dang. I wanted
Yeah.
to go to the Hallmark store.
they still have one in Turkey Creek.
Is it open?
Yeah, they still have one right around the corner, like Stir Fry Cafe. That's another one. Excuse me. Salsaritas is a local company.
Right.
I don't know if everybody knows that. I mean, it's a local franchise.
Yeah.
JT and HP are really good people
Yeah.
as well. You can get, I love them because you can get taco party packs to go,
Gotcha.
right?
That's cool.
So you get you can have like for 4 people, it's like 30 or 40 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually had this for a long time, and that works out really well. Pizza Haus out in Carnes.
Wait, who did you just say? I do know Pizza Haus. Was that Chewy's you were just talking about?
No, salsaritas.
Salsaritas. Everybody
Although we
knows
do
about
love Chewies. By the way, we got Chewies, and we got 6 eggs and a roll of toilet paper in our giant to-go order. That was part of their promotion.
Oh, because wasn't like something else they were out of it or it
Yeah.
was missing or something?
Yeah. Did you see the City Hills music video about the toilet paper?
No, I don't think so.
It's great. It's great.
I'll go check it out. Check it out. Hello, Mac Comer. Mac is a local musician who I play with. Once in a while, we actually had to cancel a couple gigs, but we should be back up and running in May or June, I think. Actually, I think we booked something for August or September. I do have that in my calendar, Mac, by the way. But there's a first Friday in the fall that we'll be playing. But he's got some cool music that I think is coming out soon. We've been working on an album since fall of last year. So if you know Mac, he's a local hippie dude, and we have gone full acoustic with his music, and it sounds cool.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's full acoustic.
Yeah. So the last couple shows we did, he said October 1st Friday. Man, I was way off. October 1st Friday, WDVX. So we'll be on the radio as well. Mark your calendars for 5 months from now.
Is that like standing bass?
Yeah, so like upright bass.
Right.
Drums are acoustic anyway. He plays acoustic and sings, and then we've had fiddle as well.
Fiddle, yes.
Yeah, and we're in Knoxville, so violins are fiddles. They're not violins. Be careful out there.
Isn't a fiddle if like there's a rattlesnake tail or something in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that a real thing, or is that just like something I heard? Or
I don't know. No, I think they're the same.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Whoever told you about the rattlesnake tail was trying to pull your leg.
Troll me before the internet.
Yes, exactly. Oh no, Mac, I think I just tagged your personal page. I should probably tag your music page.
However it gets business.
The one that says music.
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay, well, you're going to make some new friends.
Also, we have like graphic designers that we know that freelance.
Ooh, are you about to talk about Logan Hankins?
And Josh Lanusa, both.
Josh Lanusa's doing design?
He did all of Lanai's.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't seen him in a coon.
Well, him and my wife did it all. I had nothing to do with the design of our food truck. I need that to be very clear.
Does he have a
He doesn't have a business page. He actually doesn't even have a Facebook. I'm just giving him a shout out right now.
That's cool. I don't think Logan does either, but Logan has a website that I'll post on here. So if you're a local business or just building a brand and you're looking for some design, I will tag this here in just a second.
Yeah, because nobody needs to know. I mean, this is a really good opportunity if people are locked down in the house to actually work and reset a lot of things too.
Yeah, for sure.
To figure out what's new. As I look at a 2.5 gallon thing of creamy liquid shortening for a fryer sitting in my kitchen.
What did you just say?
We made French fries last night.
Oh, that sounds.
So I brought fryer oil in from the truck because the truck is currently parked outside of our house.
Just not doing anything at the moment, right? Do you go out there and cook and then bring it back?
No. So what I'm going to do is we're taking all the equipment out and like completely deep cleaning absolutely every single piece and pole and everything like that. Not that we don't wipe it down every day. I want that make sure, but like, pressure wash and do all the things that we need to do. And then once I do that, I'm actually going to like set it up as kind of like a show kitchen and do cooking classes out of there instead of our home kitchen.
That's really cool. What are you doing a 10:30 stream today?
A what?
Are you doing a 10:30 live stream today?
I am. I don't know exactly what to do. I think I might do rice, as crazy as that sounds. So
I would watch that because I cook rice like all the time, and sometimes I don't do it good just because sometimes I'm lazy with it and I don't like pay attention to the details.
Well, these are all classes at 10:30 geared towards kids.
Okay.
So that's why we did honey mustard.
Right.
That was one of the main reasons we did honey mustard is because it was towards kids, and I mean, like,
And it's simple too, right?
yeah, I mean, like, I want to do grilled cheese, right? But I don't know how many parents are like, hey, you can play with heat, you know,
Oh, okay.
like, I mean, so there is a safety concern.
Yeah, but like people are home with them, so are you saying
Yeah.
like stuff kids can do without like parental?
No, I think I'm gonna have to do it with stuff kids can do with their parents
Okay.
because first of all, I don't think a single kid made any of it, but a bunch of adults did. So I had somebody that made the honey mustard and then made tuna salad out of it too.
I saw
So
that picture, and that might
I-
make
I'm
tuna
not a-
salad okay. I don't know.
I'm not a tuna salad fan.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I tried to be, and I had a pack of Star-Kissed tuna salad, with the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
There's another plug for Dylan, the wooden spoon. And I think that pack of tuna sat in what we call our pantry. I think it was there for about a year, sealed still.
Did you eat it?
No, I threw it away.
You should have played a practical joke on somebody with it.
I don't know. I'm weird about that.
What,
I don't-
practical jokes?
No, about practical jokes with food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm weird about it.
I'm
So
sorry. I'm sorry I said anything.
it's okay. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna say this as a line cook, former line cook, now chef.
Yeah.
We don't do anything to your food when you send it back. I just need you to know that. Like, nobody does that. So
Nobody have you ever experienced anyone doing that ever?
no, I've never seen it.
Wow.
I've seen people talk about it, but they were frightened of me.
So that was that was just Dane Cook in that one movie who ruined it for everybody.
Waiting, yes.
Waiting. Yeah.
Now there is a rumor going around that other restaurants do it and things like that, and people can probably say that they've seen it or heard about it or anything like that.
You
But
personally, it's never
no.
happened.
never to me or by me or been around me. So
Hey, Zach Carringer is on here. Zach.
hey, Zach, I love Zach.
If you're still listening, can we shout out your studio somehow? I don't know if he has a Facebook page.
Zach has a studio.
Yeah. He's tried to get me to come over there and like us play drums and just kind of hang out and talk studio stuff, but he lives so far away.
They just sold their house, didn't they?
I don't
Or
know.
bought a new one? Did they?
I hope they moved like within 2 minutes of me. That would be better.
Zach has the best beard I've ever seen.
It's a big
I mean,
one.
it's beautiful.
It's a big old beard.
It is. It's like it's fixed and like lined, and it's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Does he get it? No, he doesn't get a Saints and Sailors. He'd have to drive like 2 hours. Chris Knox just said he found the picture. Hey, we'll get back to that in a second. But something funny about Zach Carringer is that people, for some reason, give me credit for like teaching him when he was like younger. Like I think I taught him when I was only maybe 19 or 20. But I only taught him like 2 or 3 lessons, and then he just ran with it. So that's all him. He is a fantastic drummer.
He's and a great human being as well. Let's not throw that out there. Although Kelly is amazing as well. So
Sure.
I just gave his wife a shout out.
He just hits his
I've known
cymbals too hard.
Yeah, I've known Kelly and her sister Courtney since they were hostesses for me when they were like 16.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, for real.
Dang.
For real. Yeah.
Blast from the past. Hey, Chris Castile just said, Asher, I heard if the plague is gone by May, there's a potential Cerulean show. Can confirm. That is true. And by the way, Cerulean is a band that I've played with since 2011, and we're kind of a progressive alternative rock, metal. We call ourselves aggro crag because we're like in the crevice of aggressive music, but we can't really pinpoint us to a genre. Anyway, we might play a show. Aggro crag.
Aggro crag, is that
We're trying to make that into an actual music genre. Just hard to classify, like rock and metal and screamy stuff, but still melodic. You get it. Chris gets it. Whatever.
hey,
Not
completely
Chris Knox.
random.
Screw that guy. Just kidding.
Especially if he's about to post a picture of me laying in a bathtub of cheese.
Please post that.
Crazy change of subject, but did you see the sunrise this morning?
Yeah, I took a picture of it.
Oh, did you? It was beautiful. I did not take a picture. I just sat and watched it.
I never post those to Instagram because I take the picture and then I'm like, I don't want to be that Instagram person, and then I just never post it.
Oh, speaking of Instagram, if anybody's working on their social media,
Ooh, there you go.
a couple of apps that you can use. Photograph with an F, Photograph. Maybe it's PH, but hold on, let me look.
Yeah, I hate that.
Photograph is an amazing. Yeah, it's an F. Photograph is an amazing photo editor.
Yeah.
So it does like the Valencia. Everyone makes fun of the Valencia on Instagram,
The national.
but it has different things, and then you can go down and adjust, and you can individually adjust contrast and light and all that.
Nice.
And as well as Adobe Spark is really good for graphics, because in this time, like this has kind of forced us all to become somewhat social media savvy.
Sure.
Because it's the only way we can get to. I mean, I've never seen so many Facebook lives in my life as we're doing one. I really haven't. It's time to get in it. Sure. Like learn it, things like that.
Yeah, I've been trying to post a little bit each day, or a little more each day, I should say, like more than just one thing. So, Canva is one that I've used, just the free version. Canva is great, really cool templates, and there's some cool like music stuff that's already on there for me. And by the way, I teach music lessons, so if anyone's looking for music lessons via Skype or Zoom or FaceTime, hit me up. I'll tag mine too. I tagged yours.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. What is something that you would want to learn? Just curious. That or know more about, but since we're all hunkered down right now, like have to do yourself and then go have a professional do it. That's outside of the box, because we talk a lot about food, we talk a lot about music, but something that's not those things.
I think mine would, back to home improvement, mine would be something home improvement wise. I don't know what though. There's at least 6 or 7 small to medium projects that we want to do around the house that I just want to, like I really want to do while we're hunkered down. So
general handyman things.
Yeah, because I'm not the handiest man in the world. I spend a lot more time in music and less being handy. So thankfully there is a YouTube, and thankfully we have pretty much all the tools we need over here, so I can learn it.
Yeah. So if anybody is a handyman, plug yourself.
Yeah.
Please do not worry about shameless plugs. Like we're all like legitimately in this right now.
Literally what we've been doing the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. I would like, not that I would ever. I sound like an alkie when I say this, but I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
Right.
But like learning how to mix drinks.
Mixed drinks would be great, like from a bartender, a bartender trying to figure out how to do it. Sure. Like, hey, get on and go, hey, most people have XYZ in their cabinet. This is how you can make whatever. Like, no one knows how to make an old fashioned, like a real one.
Yeah. Like a real good
I mean, but secondly, do you hear the baby?
Yes. Hey, Adam Stevens just joined, and yesterday he made a good point, so I'm going to tell him we're shouting out local Knoxville businesses and promoting ourselves a little bit, and just in general trying to get through the corona craziness.
Who is this?
Adam Stevens.
Oh, yeah.
You know Adam.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know Adam.
Scariest fighter on the planet, but the nicest sweetheart of a man I've ever met.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
That's all true.
I don't fight.
That's all true. I'm also going to put Knox Brew Tours down here.
Yeah.
Even. Go ahead.
But like how to brew beer. Like I know there's specialized equipment and things that you need and stuff like that. And a lot of what we do is consumption. But
Mhm.
man, dude, if there's some like homeschooling moms out there, like get on it, because luckily I'm married to a former homeschool mom,
Uh-huh.
so like she's got like the plan down and all that. But dude, if I was still in my single parent days right now, I'd be so lost. I'd be like, I don't know, watch TV.
Let's talk
Like,
about. There'll be a test on, I don't know, growing
mute the
pains.
TV and turn the caption on. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just tagged Knox Brew Tours down here, and
Mhm.
they've been doing some virtual tours because normally
Mhm.
he would take people around in the bus and stuff, but and kind of talk through like what each brewery does and ingredients and all those kinds of things. So hopefully they're
Yeah.
going to be doing more of those maybe this weekend. I don't actually know. I'm going to go look because the ones that I was a part of were, excuse me, really really cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think breweries are still doing growler fills to go.
Yes. And Knox Brew Tours is actually doing some food
I, s-
delivery as well.
I saw they did that with Last Days of Autumn, which has really good food, by the way.
I've never had their food.
They have really good food.
That's awesome.
Like they change it up. Like sometimes they do tacos, sometimes they do like Philly cheesesteak, sometimes they do barbecue.
Yeah.
Like whoever's working in that kitchen is really good.
Yeah.
Just flat out, really good. I think Jackie's Dream shut down. That was another big one.
What
The
what is?
burgers,
Oh, okay. I've never been there.
the
Like
burgers is still working.
completely shut down.
Oh, wait a minute. Chris Knox just sent me a photo.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is this you in
I'm.
the bathtub with
Yes,
cheese?
it's definitely bathtub cheese.
That's still safe for work. I'm into it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not into it, but
Yeah. No,
I'm
it's
here
some
for it.
dude laying in a bed of nacho cheese. I think he
There was
sends
a
it to me randomly.
there was a question early in the chat about what I'm drinking. This is SodaStream's version of Red Bull. So this is my 8 a.m. coffee today. I promise it's not a 40. Jonathan Drawing
Zero.
said, "Why does it look like you're drinking 40 right now?"
He's got some OE,
I don't know what OE means.
Old English, malt
Oh,
liquor.
yeah, Old English and
I forget that you forget that I've got a little hood in me. So
Hurricane
the Hurricane Colt
Colt.
45. Oh,
Oh, from a
yeah.
past life, malt liquor.
You know,
No,
I think we
you go.
both paused because
No,
I was
you go.
waiting on. No, I want you to go
No,
though.
you hang up.
No, I didn't know we were hanging up.
I don't see anything as far as a virtual tour for Knox Brew Tours, but definitely go follow that page.
Yeah.
I think you can do gift cards and stuff for future
Mhm.
tours, and they're a little bit discounted right now.
Yeah.
But if you can do one of those virtual tours, especially if you can like buy a 6-pack of your own and kind of be a part of it and ask some questions over the chat, it's really cool.
Also, if we don't mention anybody, it's not because we're intentionally not doing it. It's just there's so many
Yeah,
that they're not all coming to my mind
for sure.
right now.
Also,
So
we're gonna do this again, so
yeah,
we'll
I'm
keep-
gonna have to like go compile a list.
Yeah, I was just thinking the
and
same thing.
yeah, and for me, most of them honestly tend to go towards restaurants, just because that's the world I live in.
Yeah, definitely.
So actually, before we do this tomorrow, I'm actually intentionally going to look for things that are not restaurants.
Cool.
So no, I mean, like, gift cards again are a really good thing. They could get someone through. We all finances are tight probably with everybody right now.
Right.
Don't sacrifice your family for business. I will say that. I'm not trying to give anybody advice. That's just the advice we are following. We are not going to sacrifice our home for, honestly, I hate to say this, but somebody else's home. But we are going to do our part to help out. We've got a certain percentage of money set aside to dump into local economy, and that's part of the reason Knoxville's so great.
Yeah.
Knoxville kind of has its own local economy. Whatever is going on in the country, in the world. I mean, we are on the tail end of the Appalachian region, which is the poorest region of the United States. We can go on and on and on about that,
Sure.
but Knoxville kind of just works itself. And especially in restaurant community, they kind of, even inside that economy, restaurants had their own economy. Like
Right.
it was just cycling over and over. You know, I'm really glad they did pass like no mortgage. You saw the no mortgage, like they're putting mortgage payments on hold.
Wow.
They're putting rent on hold. That's going to help out a ton of people.
Yeah, for sure. So
you know,
with that money, try and support as much
Yeah.
as possible.
Absolutely. I mean, you're still going to owe it. I mean, you're not just getting, it's just not just going away.
It is
But-
cool though because it's extra months tacked on to the end
Right.
instead of having to like re-up the whole thing or do anything too complicated with it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is good. I'm glad they put the mortgages and the rentals on hold. Because even people that rent houses out that use that as their income, that's a tough thing to swallow
yeah,
because their income isn't coming in now. But at least they're not having to pay the mortgage out. So
at least they're not having to pay their own. And wasn't there was something else? I know taxes got moved
to July
July
15th.
15th. Yeah, yeah. But I did read also that, oh gosh, what was it? Like you'll get the check based on your current taxes or last year's taxes. So
Right.
do with that information whatever you want. I don't know why we're
Yeah, so-
informing people of the government now.
So,
but
well, I mean,
think
for
it's
us, like
helpful.
Ash,
I think it is.
like Ashley and I haven't done our taxes yet. Like,
I'm so close to starting
don't-
to do my taxes.
no, I have now to July 15th.
Yep.
Um,
So July 13th, I'll be going
Yeah.
hard.
but so at least we have the year before taxes to base it on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Will we qualify? Will we not? I don't know. There's certain dollars that you have to look at. You also get, I mean, from what I saw, and I'm by no means, if I say the wrong thing, please chill.
We are not doctors and we are not financial experts. by
I
the way.
read something on the internet from a reputable news source, which was, I think it said 1,200 per individual or 2,400 per family, and then 500 per kid,
Yeah.
per dependent
You got
in
so
your
many
house.
kids.
Yeah, but then we go into which one is a dependent, which isn't a dependent, because we share them, and based on the year before, based on this year,
Oh,
these are all
that sounds awful.
again moving pieces. So I mean, even in our house, look, I'm just going to tell you what we're doing. If wherever the kids are, they stay.
Mhm.
So we are a blended house. One of them just walked by. So like the ones that are here, especially the one that is biologically both of ours, he has no other place to go. He is staying here.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, so then you have, you know, I have 3 kids with 2 other women. So take that with you what you may. Hey, baby, can you stop stomping through the living room? At least she's not wearing tap shoes today. Like look, this kid is wild. I love this kid. She is our festival girl. There is no doubt about that. So 2 in Nashville, 1 in another place in Knoxville. But
Hold on.
They're
No parent has ever said that about a child, and I think it's awful.
now, I have pegged every single one of our kids as to what they are going to. Now, obviously not the infant. We can go in that. You just put me down a rabbit hole.
I know. Sorry. We'll get back to it.
But everybody's just staying where they are.
Yeah.
Nobody's leaving.
Right.
Like, I love you. I miss you. We'll FaceTime. We'll talk. But like, no, like we're doing what we can now. No shame. Whatever you're doing, I'm not saying you should do anything. I'm not saying you shouldn't do anything. I'm just saying this is the best choice for us.
Sure. It's a lot of people.
I think there's a lot of judgment going on. Like a lot of, like, you know, if people are out, why are you out? Because I need toilet paper, and I heard that it was in stock. You know, I mean, and if you're staying in, a lot of people are getting shamed for staying in. And it's kind of like, you know, I think we may have touched on it, like president, pastors, leaders of organizations, anything like that. There is no right move at this point.
Sure.
If you say, hey, we're going to have church,
Some people
you're going to get one side screaming at you to have church, and if you're not going to have church, people are screaming at you because you're not having. I mean, it's just everyone needs to just kind of take a deep breath.
Sure. Also, go have your own church. It's kind of what it was set up to do. So.
Yeah. No. So back to the kid thing.
Yes.
We have pegged each one of our kids.
Can you give us the rundown of the
So the 13-year-old, I'm going to pray for the man that has to lead her, because she is very headstrong. She's like CEO. Like, what is that?
Why can't she just lead the man?
Dude, listen, like, she works for me, because it's legal. By the way, it is legal for her to work for me.
You might need to provide some links for that. Just kidding.
I can. But like, I have no doubts, like, when she's old enough to run whatever business I have, like, just going, here you go.
Yeah.
You're good.
Hand her the keys.
But yeah. And then the next one down, like, I totally see is like the guy elementary school teacher that you want, because, like, I don't think there are enough guy elementary school teachers. I think there aren't enough men that do elementary school.
Like Mr. Feeney.
Yes. I remember that show. That's Boy Meets World, right?
It's a great show. Do you like that one at least?
From what I remember, yes.
I say at least because you don't like The Office, and I'll probably bring that up every episode just to make sure that people know.
Yeah, we talked about that last night too.
Why? Oh, I need to go watch that.
And then the next one down, she's a girl, total Susie homemaker housewife.
Okay.
The next one down, which is a girl, totally bringing home a brother from the club. Like, it's just happening. Like, I'm ready for it. Like, the next one down is the festival girl.
Hold on. When you said brother from the club, it made me think of have you watched that Netflix show The Circle at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay. It's awful. It's just trash TV, but it's amazing. Like,
by the way, just to go back,
all of it in 2 days.
All of it in 2 days?
It's
The
so
Circle.
good. Yes.
Okay. But to go back to that, I don't care if she brings, by the way, I don't care if she brings home a brother from the club. I'm good with it. Like, I don't, that whole thing, with interracial dating, interracial marriages, all that stuff. If there, I want to believe that my father's generation didn't have a problem with it, but even if they did, it's stopping in our family with us, at least.
Yeah.
I care if you treat our kid. I care if you're good to each other. That's all I care about. I don't care what you do professionally. I don't care what color you are. I don't care I care what you believe in, because I'm a Christ follower, but there's no judgment.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't care who you marry as long as you love them. Like, that's where I'm at on it. I felt like that needed to be said, because it sounded kind of, I didn't want to sound like I was being in any way, shape, or form racist, because I'm not.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the baby before the baby. I don't know. I really don't.
Wait, how old?
I think he's going to be like in a math lab, not mathematics. You know, like, yes, like Good Will Hunting.
Yes. Okay.
All right. You were going to say something after I said brother from the club.
Oh yeah, it made me. It didn't, like, my mind didn't go there, but my mind just went to one of the characters from the show, The Circle. So.
Oh, did it?
I just wanted to clear it up, because I know people have watched it and they'll be like, "What in the world were you talking about?"
Yeah. No, I mean, I get to talk about that. Anyways.
For hours and hours.
I've never understood that, and I never will. And I judge people by the color of their skin when it comes to funny stereotypes, not actual real ones. So, like white people with kids on leashes.
We were going to talk about stereotypes. We'll definitely still do that sometime soon. But
food-wise, I think Pizza Palace. Have you eaten at Pizza Palace?
What's that? Hold on. You got really loud for like 2 seconds.
Oh, it's because I got it right.
Oh, hello.
Have you eaten at Pizza Palace?
No, never Pizza Palace. Pizza Inn is like my biggest guilty pleasure on the planet. Like, I will eat until I can't move, and
The Pizza Inn.
you just gotta wheel me out. Do you know Pizza Inn?
Yes, I've been there.
It's not good. Like,
It's not. It's no, it's not.
it's no Gaddy's, okay? It's not Mr.
I have been
Gaddy's
back.
after a soccer
That's the thing.
tournament.
I miss Gaddy's.
I do too. There is
Is
still
there
a
a Gaddy's still open?
Yes, it's in Halls. Please
They're shut down right now.
I was about to say go to Mr. Gaddy's, and then I was like, they're definitely shut down.
So do you watch Barstool, the Barstool pizza reviews at all?
No.
He does a one bite pizza review.
Oh,
Like,
just
he
basically
goes
one
around.
bite?
Yeah, but since everything's shut down, he's doing one bite frozen pizza reviews.
Is he keeping them frozen?
I don't know.
Because that would be really funny.
That's like a pizza popsicle.
Gross. We have been eating some frozen pizza over here, by the way. We
From where?
Well, we bought them like within the past 2 weeks. I was like, I'm gonna get 3. 2 weeks ago, I bought 3, and I was like, let's just keep these. And then last week, I was like, we need to do one more big run if we're gonna hunker down. So I bought like 3 more.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to local grocery stores too. Three Rivers Market,
Yeah.
Butler and Bailey.
I'm gonna tag 3 Rivers.
Butler and Bailey. Did you see that Copper Cellar West, or I mean Chesapeake's West turned it into the Copper Cellar Marketplace?
No, that's really cool.
Yeah. I got 10 pounds of ground sirloin, fresh ground sirloin there. But they're also doing like Knox Foodie did a thing. By the way, yeah, I'm gonna say something about Knox Foodie here in a second. Okay. Good, not bad at all.
When I see it.
I really am. But Chef Frank Alois, he's one of our friends, but I don't know exactly what his job title is there, but I know he worked really hard on this marketplace.
Yeah.
And they're doing, like, they have like pre-made lasagnas that you can take home and take and bake. And from what I've seen pictures of, and Knox Foodie says it's great, and I believe them. And if it's Frank's food, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So Knox Foodie kind of got, so they kind of took the horn on some Knoxville service stuff and restaurants, and they kind of took the lead. They have like almost 20,000. I don't know how many Instagram followers. I think it's 20 or 22,000 something, or 18, somewhere in there.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got a huge social media following. They've got a really good website and things like that. They are, yes, their company does marketing for restaurants. I'm going to say that.
Right.
Okay. They got accused of only pushing the restaurants that they take money from, that they earn income from. That is 100% false. I need you to know that.
Nice.
Okay, 100% false. I have never given them a single dime in my entire life, right? My name and our food truck is on their website. It's taken off now because they're doing a running updated list. And I emailed them and said, hey, we're going to shut down. And, it was thank you so very much. But Eric and Mandy do a really good job.
Yeah.
Really, really, really good job. They've been very big and very vocal on the promotion of Knoxville restaurants and Knoxville service industry and things like that. And I don't, have we not always seen eye to eye on everything? Absolutely, because we're people, and that's just how people are.
And you like confrontation?
Well, besides I like confrontation, like everyone's going to have difficulties at some point in their life. But they have done nothing but actually promote the well-being of restaurants in this town. And he actually posted, he was like, dude, if I was making income from all these people, I'd be retired. Like, I think the list was like at like 400 or 500 restaurants. So if you're looking for a restaurant that's open, the Knox Foodie website is a really good place to go. But no, they've been out promoting, and they've been out buying, they've been dumping their own personal money into this, and nobody needs to, if anybody's saying anything harsh about these people, it's completely false. I just need that to be, that is my like push into he and her, because I really haven't talked to Mandy that much. I have talked to Eric a lot. They are doing everything they can to keep service industry alive right now. And
I'm looking on
with
your page
with
right
making zero money, by the way. They're not getting paid to do this.
now. Right. They're just helping.
They're just helping.
That's cool. There's a big old nasty looking sloppy Joe on their page.
Yeah, it's from
It's from Hilton Head Ice Cream.
yes, Hilton Head Ice Cream. They have a deli next door. But yes,
Huh.
well, it's on Cedar Bluff.
Yeah. It's close by. It's also Yummy Cafe.
Yes, they have a Reuben there that is unbelievable. So
The Chicken Whisperer. Yeah, this is cool. Knox Foodie looks cool.
yeah, but I mean, like they're good people.
Yeah,
They really are.
I believe you. I have
Which,
no
well,
reason to think otherwise.
Well, like I said, I haven't always agreed with them. So, but not for any other reason. Like I've not been public about it, and I've not said anything about it. It's just in our own home.
Yeah.
But just like people have not always agreed with anything you've said or I've said, as long as you keep it at home and then let it settle and then put it out, you're good.
Yeah.
Although I thought somebody was trying to troll me yesterday on my cooking video. And they were replying to a comment, but it looked like it was a comment of you should Google how to make mayonnaise and do it. So my response was,
Gotcha.
I was a saucier at a restaurant when we won the James Beard Award. I'm fairly certain I know how to make mayonnaise. Maybe you should Google that.
That's why I was asking you if it was, like you said, it was just a 3-ingredient honey mustard. But I was like, aren't there a few ingredients in mayonnaise? So I didn't know if you were.
Yeah, no, I just did. Like I said, it's geared towards kids. And I want to make, this is not an adult cooking class that you're taking as a date night looking for 27 steps and all that other stuff, which we can do. But I mean, honestly, it's a little boring.
Yeah.
Like my favorite show on Food Network was Semi Homemade before they took it off.
Semi homemade. That sounds.
Which is, well, she would make like say you're making a pasta, but she would use a really nice jar pasta sauce.
Okay.
And be like, this is really good. You should use this. But she would hand make the meatballs.
That's cool.
You get what I'm saying? So
like
it's kind
make
of
pasta yourself or something.
yeah, like so it's not. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
I
What's
like
your
it.
shirt say?
It
S'mores?
says more cowbell, and that is, gosh,
Oh.
why can't I think of his name? Will
Farrell.
Good Lord. Yeah, from SNL. Well, this has been super fun. I'm going to tag. Oh, what was I going to tag?
Dude, we've been on for like an hour and 20 minutes, man.
20 minutes. Yeah, so we'll wrap it up, but you want to do it again tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. We'll shout out some more businesses tomorrow. Hey, Paul Saguna. Oh, he owns a studio as well, so I'll make sure and comment, or Paul, you can comment. Not you, Paul Saguna. Comment what your studio is so that we can get your name out there for some studio time for these nice Knoxville people. But
Yeah.
so you're streaming at 10:30, doing some cooking, and I'm going to be streaming tonight at 8:30 for any local musicians who want to know some more about how to do a good live stream. I'll be doing that with Born and Raised Productions.
And then I'll do a 10 p.m. tonight as well.
Oh, cool.
So, but it'll be on advanced cooking if you want to chime in, or like last night, just a long roast of me.
That's cooking. Roasting is cooking. So, all right.
Yes.
Signing off. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m.